It looks really cool, doesn't it? However, there's more to the A4 than just its super sharp looks, because it's actually a surprisingly practical car too. I mean, if you look here in the boot, well, it's a really good size. I mean, there's plenty of room for quite a few sets of golf clubs, but if you need even more space, then you can fold the rear seat backs down. Now, unlike on some of its rivals, this is a standard feature on all Audi A4s. This car is also very spacious in the back too. I mean, look, I've got lots of knee room, and importantly, even when I'm sitting up straight, there's a fair amount of headroom too. It's easy to get in and out of the back as well, because the rear doors are quite large and they open fairly wide. The A4's pretty practical in the front too. We've got some decent sized door bins, a couple of cup holders there, could be space under there, and a massive glove box. But obviously that wouldn't be the reason you buy an A4, you buy it for its style. And the interior, it's pretty swish, I must say. It feels very sporty. It's easy to get comfy because you've got lots of adjustment in the steering wheel and the driver's seat. Plus it's got certain gadgets like an electronic parking brake as standard, but if you need some more kit, you can get things like satellite navigation with this scroll wheel control system and iPod connectivity on the options list. The A4 is quiet and refined at speed, and it's also comfortable over a long distance, which makes it a great motorway cruiser. However, it's also good in town as well, because all the controls are nicely weighted. I mean, the gearbox is very positive and easy to use, and the steering is particularly light, which makes it great for doing U-turns in town such as that. Yet, when you get back on the open road, it weights up again. And when the going gets twisty like it has done now, the A4 handles really well. I mean, no body rolling corners at all, and there's loads of grip, even with the front wheel drive version such as this. But if you need more, you can get an all-wheel drive Quattro model. However, that brings us on to the A4's downsides, because ultimately it's not as much fun to drive as its rear-wheel drive rivals such as the Mercedes C-Class and BMW 3 Series. Also, watch out for the S-Line models, because they have lowered stiffened suspension, which can get a little bit jiggly on rough surfaces. Another complaint I have is that while the cabin does feel well built and at market, certain items feel a little bit out of sorts for a premium brand, such as this cheap feeling plastic here on the dash. And while I'm having a moan, I don't think the A4's rear visibility is great either. However, these shortcomings might not actually matter to you all that much. I mean, especially when you consider that the Audi A4 is slightly less expensive than its main rivals, yet it'll hold its value very well come resale time. And I have to say, ultimately, at the end of the day, it's probably got the most desirable image of any car in its class.